Events in Glasgow were of little consequence to Hibs, serving only to highlight which of the Old Firm clubs they might gain from. Whether that might be getting further away from Rangers or closer to Celtic. Either way, there wasn't a single Hibs supporter at Easter Road who would have envisaged anything other than a win for their side. Such confidence was based on a run that had seen Hibs win 6 of their last 7 league games and seemed well placed when Riordan's opening goal was measured in seconds rather than minutes. No more than 28 seconds into the game, Riordan with the outrageous talent to go with the outrageous hairstyle. The Hibs fans might have sat back expecting a pleasant afternoon, but Daniel McBreen served the reminder that Falkirk haven't been turned over by anyone so far this season. The football philosophy of John Hughes is one hugely different from that which might be expected of a no-frills defender. But there could be no surprise by now in the fact that their brand of football is such that they can trouble any side. Alan Gow's header inches from the target. Falkirk's position is such that their ambitions might well extend from their pre-season thoughts of survival to a top 6 place. Well, there's no doubt Hibs are gunning for a European spot. Any side capable of this kind of football has every right to reach for the top. And it took a clumsy tackle to stop Scott Brown in his tracks. Yellow card for Thiago and some concern for Matt Glennon in the Falkirk goal. That concern wasn't misplaced as Riordan hit a stunning second for Hibs. Question the keeper's positioning, if you will, but the quality of the strike not in question. And with just over half an hour gone, it was looking like a case of how many for Hibs. What they didn't need was complacency creeping into their game, but that's exactly what they got. And they were lucky to escape unscathed as Stephen Thompson was given a glimpse. That one perhaps too close for comfort for a Hibs side that seemed happy to relax into a comfort zone. The fight now was coming from Falkirk, and Duffy had the home fans on the edge of their seats. Good chance, and he should have done better. Disappointment etched on his face. This was a Falkirk side without Russell Latipi. The Trinidad man was left on the bench after helping his country to the World Cup finals in midweek. Yet they were able to conjure a tidy passing move, with Steve O'Donnell astute enough to pick out Duffy, who supplied a cute finish. And the reward for Duffy after his first half chances, how well he took this one to put his side back in the game. By now, the talisman that is Ivan Sproul was off the bench as Hibs went looking for a third goal to make the point safe. And there was controversy from his cross, with Hibs looking for a foul as Craig Ireland shepherded the ball back for his goalkeeper. Pass back or not, Glennon was in no mood to wait for the referee to make up his mind. And between them, Duffy and Gow had the Hibs defence at full stretch. Controversy then turned to consternation for Hibs as Gow made it 2-2. Disbelief between the players and supporters. Hibs caught in the counter. Malkowski caught too far over one side of his goal. Gow shooting into the gap. Would that have been good enough for Falkirk? Pre-kick-off they would surely have settled for a point, but Hibs were looking for a response. It came from Sproul, pace and control, the final effort lacking the power to trouble Glennon. However, enough to suggest Hibs would come back strongly, and if the football fates had been on their side, Riordan would have put them back in front. Glennon was certainly beaten, Falkirk saved by the woodwork. Concern on the bench, and no wonder. Hibs were flowing again. The sight of Gary O'Connor bearing down in goal has been a familiar one for goalkeepers this season. This time, the ending was unfamiliar. He's done it so often in the past, the Hibs fans expect a goal every time now. They also expect their side to win games. It's not often they're let down. Riordan was doing all he could, and even the latent menace of Sproul was being shackled by the Falkirk defence. Between them, Sproul and Stephen Whittaker engineered a chance for the number 2 that fairly whistled past the post. And there wasn't much Glennon would have been able to do about it had that been on target. Duffy was almost on target again as the Hibs defence failed to pick him up. More through luck than design, Malkowski was able to block the shot. When the move broke down, we saw the best of Hibs. They are more of a counter-attacking team. The speed of their attacks can be deadly. Riordan almost took advantage of the defensive slip. Heroics from Glennon left the Hibs fans and their manager wondering if the winner was ever going to come. Well, it did come, but not in the manner Hibs might have expected, as Falkirk were cool of head and precise of pass. They got behind the home defence, Latipi to Kenny Milne, and Duffy won the battle with Malkowski to get to the ball first. Duffy's coupon buster will make others take notice of a Falkirk side that is growing in stature.